before we get into the competition, let me take your thoughts on the newest arrangement concerning the AFCON, the fact that it will be played every 4 years. There are some people who like it, some people do not like it. Kelvin, where do you stand?
Well, I think it's a break of tradition, it's a break of, what makes African football unique to suit the global world.
Mm-hmm.
I think European football is quite different. South American football and what they want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like we are trying to please and copy everything that they do. We are trying to follow their footsteps. If they do the change of name from the competition Super League, we want to follow it. If they make changes to the timings of their tournaments, we are doing it to suit. Yes, we understand. There are times there should be that laxity.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we break off from the African Cup of Nations and then we playing it every 4 years? What happens to the every 2 years? What has the 2 years done? Is there any problem? Is there any difficulty? Why now are we shifting to the 4 years? I think it's not. It doesn't cut it for me. I think that we are just breaking off from, who we were, what we were, how we used to play, our tournament, and now we are just trying to suit or play to suit the European market. The AFCON is being started earlier because by the time that we finish, at least it will be, the business part of January. Unlike previous years when we start in January and then we end in February, and then some players and clubs will be missing their players and all that. Now it's more like we are trying to suit the global world with what we used to do. And I think it doesn't cut it for me. They are just adjusting to suit, FIFA and then Europa and UEFA and not what we used to stand for. I don't understand the rationale. And they said in between they are going to provide what? The Nations League.
An African Nations League.
And I ask myself, we are even struggling with financing football here. We are struggling with financing football, and you want us to be playing more matches with extra burden on government. Look at what it took Nigeria for them to get there. I'm sure some of the African nations present at this AFCON have unpaid bonuses, but we are here. I sincerely don't agree with what they've done. It's just they are just breaking off that tradition now. It's just going to suit everything Europe. It doesn't really make any good hope for me. But well, once the various member associations have agreed, who am I? And it looks more like after the next two editions of the tournament, we are going to hit the 4 year thing.
Yeah. So there's one this year which is being played. The next one to be shared by Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda.
Yeah.
And then there's the 2028 one. So 2025, 2027, 2028. After 2028 is when we play the first 4 year one in 2032.
Yeah.
Ray, where do you stand?
You see, Nathan, football people have an extraordinary brain. Okay. They don't think like us. So whilst we are thinking about, we want it every 2 years so that we can get a chance of winning it. Oh, it's tradition. This is culture. This is how Africa will do it. No, Nathan. Football people see it different. Football people have different ideas. Okay? When we were playing 2 years, every 2 years, at a point we even played back to back because we said we had moved from even to odd. How rich was CAF? CAF was one of the poorest confederations in the world. CAF and Isa Hayatu, they were very poor, but Hayatu was getting rich. Was the poorest. What was the prize money for CAF competitions then? Nothing to write home about. Okay, but you see,
this is Sporty FM.
When the businessman took over, the businessman who knows how to make money, Patrice Motsepe, a billionaire. When he took over, we've seen a confederation that suddenly is posting profit of $9.48 million. 2023-2024, CAF posted a profit of $9.48 million. It hadn't happened in years. Football has now moved from, in Africa, this is how we play it. This is how we want to play our football. This is how we want to see our football. Nathan, it is now a money game. As much as possible, commercialize it. Make enough from get enough commercial revenue. That is why, if you realize the tournament is losing significance, it's getting boring, because every 4 years, every 2 years, nothing special. Give it a bit of time. You see how everybody wants to go to the World Cup. Every 4 years, everybody's interested in going to the World Cup. Let's play the World Cup every 2 years. Now, you won't have that feel. You won't get the excitement it's supposed to generate. Every 2 years, it's there. Everybody's going every 2 years.
You still get it.
Later. But I see, when you commercialize, you see, when you make it 4 years, by the time you get to that 4 years, the amount of money you would even raise from people who are willing, interested to invest in the AFCON, massive. You are now going to play a Nations League. This Nations League will attract investments, will attract sponsorship. You are selling TV rights. But you are doing all sorts of things. Nathan, you see, the commercial value of the sport goes up.
Yeah, but Ray,
yes.
in that arena lies the problem, especially for consumers.
Nathan.
Because, can you imagine, this AFCON that we are playing is not on... People are complaining that the state broadcaster doesn't have...
The state broadcaster is owing. Pay and they'll give you the rights.
You see?
No, me this one I don't understand.
Wait.
Somebody has gone to pay for the rights to broadcast a game. Two of us.
Yeah.
You want the person to cede off part of the rights to you. Two of us.
True.
What do?
You pay.
Thank you.
You pay for it.
You pay for it. It's as simple as that. It is not free. Is the World Cup going to be free?
No.
Good. No football competition is free. Let me put it that way. Apart from our Ghana Premier League that we watch on free-to-air channels. No football competition. Champions League is not free. Do you watch Champions League on GTV?
No.
Thank you very much. You see, Nathan, the sport has moved to a point where it is not just about the consumer. We too must make money. Nathan, the organizers spend lots of money investing in these games. So, they must find a way of recouping. That is why the sponsorship. That is why there's broadcast rights. That is why the players, you see, all the players must benefit one way or the other. So CAF is saying that, look, now we've played the AFCON. We've received the same revenue all these years. We want to change inside. Now, let's play the Nations League. Something different. 2 years we are playing Nations League. If you win it, you win it. I'm sure they'll even they'll make
But
it.
the Nations League, I think it will be every year.
Yes, so they'll make it look like the European version.
Yeah.
You see the way they play it. Didn't we go and do outside broadcast for Nations League final?
Yeah.
Yes. You see, Nathan, it all adds to the excitement. Look, football fans.
But people are saying it will be played in
football
zones.
fans always want to watch games. Football fans always want to watch their national team play.
But what if the football is not accessible?
Oh, no, Nathan, which one is the accessibility?
So people will watch.
Are you not watching the AFCON? Are you not watching it?
Yeah.
Yes. Look, Nathan, if it is pay TV,
But it's on pay TV.
Nathan, if it is pay TV, your own Ghana Premier League, you need to go and give it to pay TV once upon a time. If it is pay TV, that will guarantee you the opportunity to watch the AFCON. People will watch it. Are we not paying to watch English Premier League?
But
is it on free to air?
No, but see, that's understandable.
Good. No, Nathan, this one must be understandable. Why is it that when it comes to our own, we want to make it cheap? But when it comes to others, we want to pay to watch it.
But you see,
The organizers of the AFCON, they need money too.
yeah, but Ray, the point is that some people argue that looking at everything that's happening,
Yes.
it will get. Some people say that all of this is a deliberate effort, one to get African football to toe the line so that it can be subservient to the system.
Oh, Nathan, there's nothing wrong with that. If you toe the line and your confederation will be big, will be rich, and your competitions will now have more color, more flavor because you are financially sound, so be it. UEFA Nations League, they are making lots of money. They are cashing out. Super League, the Champions League. Yeah?
The new
League Champions League. CAF want to do same. True or false, Kevin?
Yeah, they did that. Did they not do that?
Yes. Nathan, it makes
the
absolute
African
sense.
Super League or something.
Nathan, it makes absolute sense. The more money you rake in, now the more money you can pay in prize money. The more money your member associations can get. The more money players can benefit from. That's a pool. The more your confederations can develop the sport. Are you one CAF to be playing this thing every 2 years and be broke? No money. Right? Selling rights can become unattractive. But you have top players people want to watch. Yesterday, Mohamed Salah, when he scored that goal, go and look at how much money Liverpool made. Oh, no, you see, there's always, you see, go and watch how many Liverpool fans tune in to watch the game yesterday because of Salah.
Yeah.
Okay, today, Super Eagles. Go and see the number of people who want to watch Super Eagles play today. Nathan, we can sit here and think that because we are not watching it on our state broadcaster, it is not doing well. It is doing well. It is fine. Is Ghana playing? Ghana is not playing. If Ghana were playing and the state broadcaster decided not to show it because they don't have money, that one is a different matter. But the state broadcaster must find money. If they want to compete in that space, they must find money. So it's look for the rights.
So it's a money game.
Nathan, these days football is money. You see, the commercialization of the sport is very important to make sure there's a lot of commercial revenue coming in. And if you want to get a lot of commercial revenue, you have to find a way to have more competitions, break down your competitions, change the formats, diversify the format, think outside the box to look for things that will make you make a lot more money. Instead of playing qualifiers, you play qualifiers for AFCON. How much money comes from playing qualifiers? How much money comes from playing qualifiers before the tournament in 2027? It's 28, right?
Which one?
Yeah, so there will be one in 27. So assuming we're going to play the next AFCON in 28, we are spending 2 years playing AFCON qualifiers. How much money does CAF make? How much money will CAF be making? But if CAF introduce the UEFA Nation, the CAF Nations League, that is a competition that brings money. So you see, and whilst getting money, we are still watching the game, we are still enjoying the game, we are still seeing our players play competitive, friendly games.
Will clubs release players to come and play the Nations League?
We see the players playing UEFA Nations League. Once the timing is right, why not? That's why we are saying that, look, we have to change the way we do things. To the CAF, as we sit here, CAF revenue is growing over $166 million. It's growing. Nathan, so every day we should be sticking to the thing because of tradition. This is Africa. Look, if we will bend, we'll be like the Europeans. So be it. CONCACAF, even CONCACAF, they play CONCACAF Nations League.
Yeah,
Two of us.
Yeah, they do.
USA and all of them, they are playing it. So why? If the whole world will adapt and there will be uniformity, why not, Nathan? Me, I am all for it, too. I am 100% in support of this 4 years. By then, we'll see our players play Nations League. We'll be seeing them week in, week out, month in, month out. We'll be seeing them playing in competitions, competitive games. Nathan, I beg you, let's stick to the 4 years. And that's why I said that. You see, what you are sitting down thinking about entertainment and want to watch the game, football people don't think like that. Football people are always thinking about making money for the sport. You understand me, Nathan? Today, Formula 1. Do you watch Formula 1 on GTV?
No.
But if you want to watch Formula 1, you watch it. Okay. There are apps these days you can sit and watch games on. These days, it's not about traditional television. That's why when I see people and come and pay your TV lines, so I will show the matches. Come and pay TV lines, so I will show the matches. No, that's a joke. These days, if I'll go to pay TV and it will give me all I want, I'll go there peacefully and enjoy my sport. If pay TV is giving us a bit of what they pay for, we'll take it and go. This World Cup that is coming, I am sure because Ghana is there, we have to find a way to make sure it's on TV because not all of us can go to Canada, USA, Mexico. Okay. We now come and say that if the state broadcaster is not able to cover the cost to show it, will we now come and say we can't watch the World Cup? Kelvin, will we say we can't watch the World Cup? How do we watch all the other games? We go to pay TV. So, Nathan, as for the argument of the broadcasters, they leave them. They should be serious. How did the pay TV guy get money to go and buy the rights? Did they collect TV license from somebody?
No.
They publish list of people paying TV license. Now people are look. You see, since they want to come to public to attack us indirectly, let's deal with them. Yesterday I saw a post. They said we didn't pay our TV line. That's why they are not showing the game. But it's not. You see, it's not fair.
Which one is this?
The person who could show it. It's not fair. It's not fair. You see, Nathan.
Don't do what?
It's not fair. It's not fair. Nathan, what we are saying is football is business. Today, football is business.
Yeah.
If you don't have money to buy rights, nobody will give you the match to show. And when you go to UK,
so you are saying that they have to buy them.
When you go to UK, BT Sports, Sky Sports and Co. They share their matches. Today BT Sports will show 3 matches. Tomorrow Sky Sports will show, because it's expensive.
Of course it is.
It's expensive.
Rights have become very expensive.
Yes.
Even Premier League radio rights, right?
Yes.
And for many years, right? Many years. I mean, City FM had.
Yes.
When it got
expensive,
you can't keep up.
That is why we are saying that. When the media house, like today, Sporty, the World Cup, we can go and buy the right if our money and show it. Free to air. You watch it.
But the matches are on the Sporty Bet app, right? The matches are on
all the matches are on the Sporty Bet.
The Sporty Bet app.
The AFCON matches, all of them.
Yes.
You see, somebody went to buy the right and put it there. That's why we are saying that. If broadcasters in Ghana want to find different ways of still eating from these competitions, there's a way around it. But it's because everybody is waiting for the state. If the state doesn't go and pay for the right, do you know what happens? So the state will go and buy the rights and give it to the state broadcaster. Then there's a consortium. You see, then there's a consortium who will take off the state broadcaster and pay. Most of the time they don't pay. Most of the time they don't pay. Because I buy. Then you understand what I'm saying? Most of the time it doesn't work.
So I'm told that the apps are live on Sporty TV on the Sporty Bet app. So when you download the Sporty Bet app,
you can watch AFCON.
The matches are there.
Yes. They only need data.
Once you have data, you can watch. So all you need is download the app, go to the Sporty TV part of the Sporty Bet app.
Yes.
So listeners, you have it. So for those who are wondering, why should you download the Sporty Bet? If you are not a Panther like me, that's fine.
Go and watch the ball.
But you can watch the matches there. So get the Sporty Bet app and watch the matches. The people who are on social crying, shouting, my mentions every morning, download the Sporty Bet app.
Didn't somebody pay for that app? Didn't somebody pay for the rights to put that?
So which means that they've paid for the rights for the matches to be aired on the app.
Yes. If you do your things well, you can pay for the rights and show them.
Yeah. So you can pay for rights for TV, rights for cable, rights for app.
Yes. You see, so it's not 30 cedis that will get you to buy the rights. It's not 30 cedis rights, man.
So all of us are 30 cedis part. If you pay, I pay. Kelvin, everybody.
Me, as I sit here, it's only phone I have.
Maybe you should start charging phone lines.
But Nathan, I think that 4 years is good.
So you agree?
Let's make some money.
And then you also
let's make money.
You also agree with the Nations League.
Oh,
idea.
absolutely.
But it'll be played in zones.
Oh, Nathan, yes. If you're good in your zone, you make it.
You'll be played in zones.
No, why
Don't
not?
you like?
No, why not? No, Kelvin. We are already playing Wafu and Go.
It is the same zonal qualification, zonal stuff that we have not been happy with.
Yes.
So how are we going by that again?
Look, you see, so why are you not interested in developing the sport?
No, it's not. No,
Kelvin, you saw Uganda at under 17. Uganda.
Yes.
Uganda.
Yes.
If we had played zones, would you have seen Uganda there?
Maybe they could have beaten us.
But the under 17, did they not qualify?
They qualified.
VAR zone.
Yes,
They qualified. If you are good enough, you qualify from your zone, then you go to the main tournament and you go and qualify there.
So Kelvin, so do you believe
We placed fourth here? We placed fourth in our zone. We were not good.
We like the zone.
So you like the zone?
No, I don't like it.
My brother.
I don't like it. It is something that we have prayed against.
You are bringing. Oh, then
Because you are going to miss some of the big gangs.
Okay, but Kelvin,
Because the West African zone will always have very few nations selected to be at the very top.
Okay, but at the Nations League level, for example, I don't know if, because in Europe, they have this promotion relegation thing. Yeah. I don't know what will happen in Africa. I don't know whether we are doing it. Okay, you even assuming
so the
we
zone
don't.
will still promote. The zone will still find a way of promoting you.
No, I'm just saying. So the winners of the zones will now meet and then play all their way through to a final. Yes. So assuming that we don't even have relegation and the zones stay static all through the life history of the Nations League. So which is that we'll play a Wafu A, Wafu B.
Yeah.
Then North Africa, then Central Africa,
right.
East Africa, and Southern Africa.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's how it's going to be played.
So in our Wafu B, we have Nigeria.
If you are good enough, beat them. You people know that these two teams, or Ivory Coast always has a better team. Nigeria, better team. You,
Burkina Faso.
Yes. So you people are scared. That is why you are against this Zona. But the Zona, you see, Nathan, the Zona is supposed to serve a purpose of helping sport develop in those other zones. Yeah, but until recently, what would you have found Uganda playing at under 17 World Cup?
So are they saying that without the zones they wouldn't be building their football?
Until we expanded the World Cup to 48.
Yeah.
We are going to take Curaçao from somewhere to go to World Cup. Would Curaçao have even had a chance to even dream of World Cup?
Okay, so you say what? Expansion allows
inclusion. And then those countries now sees football and New Caledonia. What were they doing under 17? But you want to develop the sport. You see, Nathan, you don't want teams to be left behind.
Yeah, but Ray, at the same time,
because all these years we've said, let's take our best teams.
In the World Cup semi-final, in the World Cup, was it quarter-final, semi-final? Germany lashed Brazil. How many goals?
7-1.
Does it mean Brazil shouldn't come to the top? There are times Saudi Arabia beat Argentina 1-0.
That's a one-off.
Thank you. Ghana went to the World Cup, beat USA, beat Czech Republic, who are ahead of them. So there are times you get it. Imagine the consistent rubbish of some of these teams. New Caledonia played their way through.
Yes.
They are qualified and they qualified.
Yes.
By beating what?
All the countries,
the countries that who were
Solomon
involved,
Islands,
who were involved, because they are few and then they have numbers which are appreciable. At least when one goes off, one comes in. My point is, look at the stores that they have in Africa. When it gets to the zones, they don't care about seeding. Unlike Europe, in Europe they seed. They seed the teams, so that you don't get France, England in one group, Spain, France in one group. No, they don't do that. But when it comes to Africa,
but African football is different.
Thank you. That is why I'm saying, if African football is different, why then do you want us to go by zones where we are going to miss either Mali, either Ghana, either Burkina Faso, either Nigeria from a tournament when they fail to qualify?
No, what do you mean by miss? What do you mean by miss? If you are good enough, you qualify from a zone to the competition. What is the miss?
Okay.
So if Ghana beats Nigeria in the final and they are picking only one team, beat Nigeria and go. I didn't beat Nigeria to qualify for the last World Cup.
Yeah, you did.
If you are good enough, you beat your opponent and go. Maybe Zona, you see, I am for development. If football be developed in all of these zones, by getting some of these teams to participate, Nathan, I'm all for it. Because you don't want a situation where every time it's Ghana, Nigeria, Egypt.
Nathan,
or Ghana, Nigeria, Morocco.
Nathan,
Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast.
Now the burden is on governments to be funding these trips yearly. Nations League. to be funding these trips. Let's not forget that during the international window, some of the top sites in Europe or in Africa managed to do what? Fund the friendlies so that the nations who are not capable of hosting friendly internationals like Ghana. When was the last time we actually had a friendly that we funded, brought a team here to come and play? That is my concern.
Well, CAF says that
what
the competition will involve 54 members, all the 54.
Yes.
Now the continent will be divided into 4 geographical zones. Matches will be played in September and October, and then the finals will be played in November.
They don't.
Okay, let's wrap it up and then we'll talk to the destination Morocco people.
Kelvin says government will have to go and find money to do what? To play these games.
Yes. Take it in. Who's going to fly the players in?
Now take your time. Now let me show you what happens here. Now,
where are the venues?
Wait, Nathan.
Some of the nations don't even have proper venues.
Nathan.
Are we still going to go by the same neutral venue?
Nathan, take your time. Let me show you this one. The period they've mentioned, November, October.
Yes, September, October.
September, FIFA friendly days. If we were playing to qualify, for World Cup, for AFCON in 2028, government will still spend on those qualifiers. We'll fly the players to come and play, 2 of us.
Yeah,
but now you are playing the Nations League that is commercialized with a sponsor, and you even get to receive something from CAF. Nathan, there's money on it. There's money in this thing. So even government's burden will be lessened by not paying heavy dollar to import players business class to Ghana, give them top hotel. Some of these things, CAF will absorb the cost because the Nations League that they are going to play will be highly commercialized. So money will be coming in. So it will even lessen the burden of government in terms of playing qualifiers. And then when we play one qualifier, do you know how much you spend? On the African continent alone, you are playing one qualifier back to back. You are spending $1.2 million, $1.3 million. But this is a competition where CAF gives you a subsidy. When CAF came, ever since Mochepe came, have you realized that Total Energies AFCON prize money keeps increasing? It's been increasing.
Yeah, but people say that people say that when you keep on taking money from FIFA, at a point you have to start dancing to their tune.
Nathan, let's dance. Nathan, preliminary rounds, CAF competitions. Now CAF is giving them money. CAF is releasing money.
Which preliminary round?
CAF Champions League.
And how much is that money?
SportyFM.
You get some cool cash from CAF.
And qualifiers, you get money.
You understand? You get some
qualifiers, you get cool cash from CAF.
You understand?
You see where he started raising the point that if it was international window or if it was
September, October
international window,
and the international window too has
you play qualifiers. You play qualifiers. Let's say we are not playing qualifiers, like what happened recently. If it wasn't Japan for the Kirin Cup, would the Black Stars have organized it independently?
I doubt.
Thank you. So you see, even a country like Ghana. So that is why I have an issue. If you don't have anyone sponsoring to cater for you playing 2 games in one international window, it becomes an extra burden now on what? Government again.
Okay, so Kelvin, so assuming CAF made funding available, right?
Yes.
To help countries play this Nations League, would you be okay with it?
Yes, if they do it.
No, but that is
if they do it. And you see, what's the essence?
That's the whole point.
We are not certain whether CAF is funding this Nations League.
Nobody is certain if they are funding it.
The Nations League is going to come just like the Total Energies CAF Champions League.
This is SportyFM.
All of that. So it's going to get a sponsor. The Nations League, they are going to sell it.
So that's your assumption.
No, it's not an assumption.
Wait, and if you look at the money that is being given to these clubs, ask Asante Kotoko, ask Gold Stars, if that money was even enough for preparing to play their home games. Ask them. It wasn't any substantial amount. And these are clubs who even manage things. Not at top level, Asante Kotoko and Gold Stars who went in with the normal staff. Not to talk of national team.
But the
national team flying players from wherever they are.
Yeah.
No, look at the coaching staff. No, I just want to let you know the difference and the kind of investment you need to make such competition successful. If you are not careful, clubs even in Europe will be stuck, and players would even boycott it. They will now be stuck playing with. It will be like Chan.
Oh,
because players won't
Chan
come.
has been scrapped.
That's what we are hearing.
Yes.
Even though we are yet to hear anything.
So I am telling you, eventually, nations will start playing with their local players or Team B.
And so be it.
Just like the Arab Cup happened, you see the likes of Morocco and Algeria. That is how it is going to be. So let's not expect that A-class players and then we are going to get them. Maybe you get them for 1 or 2 games, but you won't get them on a regular, like it happens in Europe.
So
Let's be sincere.
We'll still play the competition.
Let's be sincere.
We'll still play.
Okay, we'll wait for it.
Nathan,
If it's going to be successful, we'll wait for it.
Nathan.
But it is going to be an extra betting, and we should all admit it. And we know that CAF will not be able to fund that.
How?
You think they will? Talking about the CAF Champions League, I just made mention of the money they were giving to the club. $100,000. Is it enough for even one round of a game?
$100,000 is woefully.
Nathan, you were getting 0, and CAF says 2025, 2026. If you qualify for preliminary, we are giving you.
And it doesn't mean we should go on and give peanuts all because we want to play competitions. And a club side, we've always been complaining about the investment of the top level African sides as against what we do. Kotoko travels with 18 players, 7-man or 8-man technical team, and then they add 2 or 3 officials, and we are okay. When someone is bringing a full contingent, they fly in. Look at the money they came to pay at the University of Ghana to make the facility ready to train there.
Football is not for poor people. If you want to do football, invest in it.
Thank you. You just heard him. Football is not for what?
It's not for people. Poor people.
So if it's not for poor people, now let's take our time and focus and build that resume where we can get enough so that when nations are coming to play these tournaments, they'll be willing and able to. I'm telling you, this will turn into Chan and Chan Pro Max.
It will turn into Chan Pro Max.
Trust you me.
With the amount of investment CAF is willing to pump into the Nations League. Nathan, don't we watch Nations League and enjoy ourselves?
Yeah, we do.
The same model, just that we'll play us in 4 zones. Not 4 zones.
Yes,
we'll divide the continent into 4. And then we'll play a very nice competition.
So North African countries will be in one zone.
Yes.
And then there
West
are 16 others. So then there'll be
what a competition. Nathan, imagine Nations League. If you can't win, you see the way Ghana we've not won the AFCON. If we win the Nations League, it motivates us. I'm all for it too. And you see, CAF will become richer, and CAF can help develop the sport industry on the continent. That's the end game. You see, when Kelvin is talking, Kelvin forgets that CAF, ever since they started getting a lot of commercial revenue, CAF Women's Champions League prize money went up by 52% to $600,000 for the winners last edition. Then Total Energies CAF Nations League Chan, they increased prize money. Okay, they increased the prize money. At a point, they were getting 3.5 million. Winners were getting 3.5 million. Last year's AFCON, Ivory Coast, it was 7 million. This year, how much is it? 10 million. No, Nathan. CAF is doing what they couldn't do years ago when they decided to stay in their primitive and old mentality or old ways of doing things. Not wanting to change, not wanting to bend. FIFA is playing FIFA Club World Cup. How much did African clubs benefit? Close to $10 million.
Yeah.
If FIFA had decided not to organize that competition.
Thank you. That is FIFA.
No, I'm saying
CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation. How much are we receiving?
Decided not to organize that competition. Would Nathan Quao have had that win for? I'm saying that look, these competitions are there to make sure we are getting massive return on our investment in a game. Imagine you go and win the Nations League and the prize money in your zone. Nathan, this is good investment too. Rather than playing qualifiers, you are spending $1.2 million on qualifiers.
Yeah, but Ray, is it not the same thing? If you are coming to play Nations League, you are still flying players and you are still spending money.
CAF is backing you financially.
How do we know?
Nathan, you see, it's all of this.
Or is it because the competition will be played in zones? You are assuming that the expense won't be high.
And CAF will back you financially.
Again, we are not clear. We are not clear.
You see, CAF will not put you in a competition where there's no money. CAF will not do that.
Okay, anyway, we'll come back to this. This is a never-ending debate.
That's for the 4 years we played. So by the time we get to that 4 years, the amount of sponsorship that CAF would have raised for that competition, CAF winner of World Cup is taking $50 million. By the time we get to the next 4 years, then the first 4 years of the competition will be when? I think 2032.
2032. So after 2028, the next AFCON is 2032.
Nathan, by the time we get there, the winner of the AFCON could be going with $60 million.
Oh, that's a jump. That sounds a tad too unrealistic.
CAF would have sold this competition massively. The excitement, you see, all of us are waiting for 2032 to watch AFCON, to see the Black Stars go and perform.
But Ray, it also means that you could have some players who
they'll play Nations League. They'll play Nations League.
And then what?
Young players what? Later every day players what? Players who will not taste the AFCON. There are a lot of players in this world who have not tasted AFCON.
But that's why is that not why we're playing it every 2 years? Because that's how you need competition.
Because their countries may never qualify, so they don't get to play. Don't get to play.
But that's how you need competition. What about the timing?
The timing.
When do you think it should be played?
We'll play summer. Everybody releases their player. Look, Manchester United are suffering today because of
that one is nobody's
winter.
fault.
Sunderland, they are suffering today, winter.
How they've only lost how many players?
Liverpool, they are suffering because they play.
They're suffering.
One player. Just
why is Sunderland suffering?
Sunderland, who is Noah Sadiki?
Sunderland
they are struggling.
Fulham won yesterday over Nottingham Forest.
So, Nathan,
they have so many players at the AFCON.
We will play winter. We'll play winter. Hey, no. We'll play summer. You see, this is my people. You see, we'll play summer.
Finally, before Kelvin, are you in favor of the January AFCON or the June AFCON?
June.
I think that one I'll go for June.
Do you think a June AFCON would help?
But you see the problem with the June too.
Yeah, it could be rain. It could be raining. Sorry, if you play it in say West Africa, but that's the danger you are going to face.
Yes, if you play it in West Africa, that's the danger you are going to face. So make proper pitches that can withstand rain.
So that one is the
we see the snow and ice in stadiums,
but they're still playing.
They still play.
Yes.
They make the pitches ready.
Orange ball.
So better technology. So you see, these are the kind of investments they need to make. Help nations get quality edifices.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Force them to put up the best structures and facilities that can withstand different weather conditions and make those pitches and playing surfaces conducive for footballers. If you do that, you can play.
We'll play.
If you don't want to play it, then it means you are not ready.
So now that is the responsibility of the various countries now.
Exactly.
They need to develop their infrastructure.
And that was the prime aim, or that has been the prime aim of Patrice Motsepe and the current CAF, that to help nations who are lacking, facilities to be able to get, good facilities that they can play their home games. Look how we are playing qualifiers and South Africa is playing. Which nation were they playing their home games in South Africa? And they were meeting them.
Zimbabwe.
And they were beating them. Imagine Sudan. Morocco hosted some of the teams they were playing with in the same group during the World Cup qualifiers. They were beating them. Sudan not being able to play, even whether they have a peculiar issue. But some of the nations, was it Benin? Was it Benin who were playing away from home?
Yeah, Benin played all there.
Benin were also playing, I think, Togo or something. So I think it's about time. Let's help or look at nations develop quality structures. It's not about if it's the weather condition, then so that we get all players available. Yeah. If you are playing the European Championship, you are also playing the African Nations Cup. Just like the Copa America, nobody will come and say, I will release my player for Copa America. Well, I like it. Brazil would take his players. But AFCON, the players will do dilly-dally and look at Yohan Wissa and the time he reported. Look at Yohan Wissa. He stayed there till last Sunday.
This is where
you get
African Nations League and the 4 years would help in the summer.
Okay.
All these classes will end.
Okay. You just pause. We'll talk about the main AFCON itself.
See,
let me.
I like this AFCON.
You like which
I
one?
I like this 4 years AFCON.
You like 4 years.
Oh, come on.
No problem. All right, no problem.
Every
That's
2
okay.
years you want to play AFCON. What competition is that?
Okay.
Every 2 years somebody must play AFCON. Every 2 years.
Okay. Let me go to the line. Ray.
Nathan, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you miss the Euros?
Do I miss the Euros? No, because you've always known it's played every 4 years.
Good.
So you live
The
with it.
Nations League,
Mm-hmm.
the UEFA Nations League. You see, it's giving you a feel of what Europe gives you, what the European competition gives you,
Yeah.
and it's a quality competition, true of us.
Yeah, it is.
That is what we want to do in Africa. Look, there's nothing wrong with copying, you know. Nathan, there's nothing wrong with copying. Didn't somebody start radio station before we started?
Mm-hmm.
Is it copying? No.